about my words about mum and that, yeah? The worst thing you lot could have said last week was Allahu Akbar. Yep. The worst thing you lot could have said was takbir. Because at that moment there, yeah, you lot turned the personal beef, and to the eyes of the world, it was Muslims. Yep. Even I, Jedi, the great Muslim apologist, can't help you lot out of this. I can't PR spin you out of this one now.
And you know the thing, and you know what the thing that confounds this situation is that we're actually having to do this actually to speak to the person who got oppressed instead of actually facing the oppressors and saying to them, look bruv, this and this happened, but why did you step up to him? Why did you punch to someone that wasn't involved? How is it that you're going to propagate that you're upon the haq when you yourself went and attacked a disabled elder? Regardless of whatever he thinks, at the end of the day, an elder is an elder, and they can say whatever they want to you. At the end of the day, you are physically stronger. So he was physically stronger and capable than that elder.
I just want to know how people would have responded.
No one's picking up on that.
I want to know how people responded if Shamsi would have attacked Ahmed Ali the way Ahmed Ali attacked me and my people. I want to know how everyone would have reacted, because Ahmed Ali has been disrespectful about many people's mums. Do you understand that? So his honour for his mum means that he can be violent, but no one else is.
But this is speaker's corner, it's not fighter's corner. And there's too many men in this corner that want to prove their manhood. If you want to prove your manhood, go home to your wife and prove it all night long. Or you go in the boxing ring. This is not fighter's corner, it's speaker's corner.
So last year,
all you insecure men that want to prove your manhood.
Last year, me and some people from our organisation, people from the communities in London, we did a course of like action where we went into communities, we did some outreach, we brought skilled people into communities, getting them to meet first-time victims of knife, gun crime and violence in like the inner city areas, yeah? We did that and we brought them, we tried to highlight what was going on. We made an appeal for everyone to come out. I didn't see any of these guys. Guess who came? Tan. Tan came. Yeah? Tan came. When we were talking about the black kids in Brixton and Kenneton, turn around, there's Tan. Now, he probably came for his own reasons to try and antagonize us, but the point I'm making, I didn't see hijab. I didn't see Mohammed Tawhid. I didn't see Abdul Hamid, yeah? So we only really caring about one set of issues. But when it came to Libya and the black Muslims being enslaved in Libya, guess who was there? We were. So what I'm trying to say is, it's clear who cares about what and who just cares about their own little lane. And they have their own little lane because that's all they've got. That's their only power basis. That's the only time where they ever be influential over a crowd, is to use Islam and to use someone's genuine love for Islam. So I'm just warning you lot, yeah? Don't let somebody use your love for your religion, your God, your faith. Don't let them weaponize that and cause you to be even more harm to the thing you say you love. Now, anybody here that truly thinks that Jedi has a problem with Islam or is an enemy to Islam, talk to me. Let's have a convo. I'm done doing this one monologue. Let's have a convo. Anybody here, because I see a lot of Muslim brothers here, I don't want you not to be silent. The camera don't have to go on you. But if you genuinely think I have a problem with Islam, let me hear something. My brother, you know me for a few years now.
Never, yeah, it's my dog.
Huh? What's your opinion? This is a time. It ain't time for Jedi.
It's not Muslim saying that. It's not Muslim saying that. I can prove it now.
Today is a time for good Muslims, yeah, to put their own story forward.
Where is this akhi?
Put their own story forward.
When they wear this akhi, when they cussing Aisha every day, our mother, the mother is all believer. They cussing Aisha, they cussing the Prophet, they cussing Allah, but no one came.
And he threw it on the floor.
It's not Muslim saying that. They have a problem, another problem with them.
And he threw it on the floor.
This is a personal beef.
Yeah.
We all know
Another
that.
man came and said so many things about Aisha.
It's not about Islam. I can't say it's about Islam.
Yeah?
It's fight between two people and the finish.
So
Whatever
when are we
happened.
defending Muslim women? When are we defending Islam?
Why they didn't defend Aisha?
Is it not every day 24/7, or is it only when Mohammed Tawhid calls it? Because Jedi is the big bad wolf.
Yes.
How does that make sense?
Someone slapped someone with the Quran in his face in Ramadan. In Ramadan. And no one came to defend Islam.
And I'm not cool. And you know what? I'm glad.
Yeah. I saw this video.
I'm glad nobody did. I'm glad no one did anything. Don't get me wrong.
I understand.
I'm not calling.
I know there is no problem between Ganga and Islam. I know this for fact. I saw him defending Islam sometime. Zubayda in his channel defending Islam all the time. There is no problem about Islam at all. These two people fight it and that's
It's a
personal issue. Don't make it between Muslims being certain community. I wanted to highlight something. Let me highlight something though, yeah? Because what's happened recently is these people have caused more damage rather than they have done good. They have fueled the hatred for the Islamophobes, because when the Islamophobes who don't like Islam already see the behaviour in the park, they're going to start targeting us even more. Second of all, they have caused division between two communities. Now I wanted to highlight something. Thank you, Mohammed Hijab, for doing this, yeah? So there is a blog, yeah? It's called 5 Pillars. And they've titled it, Mohammed Hijab challenges back separatists to MMA fight for billion Muslims, which is a false narrative. Now within that comment section, you have so-called Muslims, yeah, calling these lot black monkeys, calling them absolute racist names. This is your doing, Mohammed Hijab. This is your doing, Mohammed Tawheed. You have caused more damage. People like me who are defending these lot are being called a kafir. Being called a kafir. I refuse to back people like Mohammed Tawheed and Abdul Hamid. Are you dumb? There's a hadith that says, talk to your brother if he's an oppressor or if he's being oppressed. How do you stop your brother oppressing? By telling him to stop oppressing. So I will never support these people. I will speak out against these people. And yes, I'm a Muslim. And on behalf of the Muslim community, I apologise to all of you for the treatment and the racism and the disgusting behaviour that you have received by two ignorant individuals. Yeah.
No, but can I just also mention one thing? This is all supposed to be about the honour and defence of a Muslim woman. But when situations like this happen, it is the Muslim woman that suffers the most. And our children, do you understand? That's how deep this is. Because it's all good and well the men fighting in the park, but it's my daughter walking down the street with a hijab. Do you understand? When people are attacking, like when they attack the masjid in Finsbury Park, I live in that area. My daughter goes to the secondary school up the road. She is in hijab. It's enough that she is a black woman and she's already going to have to suffer because of her race, because of her gender. Not that I would ever change her race, because Allah. And on top of that, I have to be worried that is my daughter gonna come home okay? Is someone gonna stab her up because they see her as a female vulnerable and she's by herself? Because it's all good and well, men have got all these muscles and everyone's good to fight, but what about the women? If you really want to honour and protect us, this ain't the way that's doing it, by instigating and starting fitna everywhere, here, there and the other. Because day to day, it's us that are working, it's us that are out doing our shopping, it's us that are in the street, it's our children. So you come in and say, oh, Dean. If you really wanted to honour us, you wouldn't bring disputes. It's unnecessary and it causes only the women to suffer. Yeah?
He's right, absolutely right.
Yeah, and obviously now this now leading on to sensitivities about discussing Islamic issues or anything to do with Muslims. For me, I'm an open-minded person, and I like to speak about whatever I want to speak about. I don't want to feel like I'm being censored. Recently, I found that I've had a lot of Muslims coming to me and tell me they're offended, and I think what's happening is people are taking clippets of my conversation and they yet again using it. You got a woman in Holland who has invested her whole time to put up to start her own online campaign to try and discredit me and defame me.
Mohammed Tawheed Abdul Hamid supports. By the way,
with slander and lies, there's no reality to anything that this woman says. I just want to say there was a conversation that we had about the Kaaba, and I feel like some of my brothers and sisters found it offensive, and I think in light of the climate, I kind of understand where the offence came from, because everything has been weaponized right now and people are super sensitive. But I just want to assure you, any of you that are like Jedi supporters and whatnot, I want to assure you, I've nothing personal against your religion or your beliefs. I don't disrespect, but please allow me the luxury, Kings, 1 second. Please allow me the luxury to have a conversation free from your offence or your whatever, how sensitive you are. If you're a snowflake, then be a snowflake over there. If you got thick skin, then you can be over here and have thick skin.
Yeah, but
please,
should respect our holy places.
Please, don't look
yeah,
for...
you're public figure. You should respect our holy places. I agree with you in everything you said. I agree with you that it was fight, not about Islam, everything. But you as a public figure, you can mock my holy place.
1 second, let me hear.
I'm praying 5 times a day to the same place. This is my holy place. You can make jokes about it, or you can, and especially if you are a public figure and so many people following you, so many people in your life chat, I can't accept it. I'm gonna lie, no Muslim can accept it. It's my holy place. If you have your thoughts, keep it to yourself, but don't share it online like that, because you offending me every day like that.
No.
You're too emotional, that's why.
Yeah, I understand. I
wasn't even criticizing. I was just having a conversation.
If you want us to be honest here,
but what it was is the subject was very sensitive. We're talking about the Kaaba stone and its appearance. Somebody that was a moderator on my YouTube had made a statement that some of the Muslims felt was offensive, and they brought it to my attention. They asked me to strip him of his moderator status. Yeah? So I stripped him of his moderator status. Then I tried to investigate to find out what he's talking about. To find out what he's talking about, when he said when it was discussed, I was like, you know what, let's have a conversation about this. Yeah, I did find the subject funny. I don't know what you want me to do. I got a sense of humor, and people are gonna have to deal with it or not. I'm not asking anyone to listen to me, but try and know if I'm wrong, I'll put my hands up if I'm wrong. Yeah, in this scenario, I don't think I was wrong, but what I think was, spiteful people will pick on anything you say and take a sound clip, a sound bite, and use that. And most time when you take a sound bite, they don't sound good. You understand? They don't sound good because they're never in context. So I just want to remind people of that, yeah? When you watch a video, if you see a 10-minute clip, go and do your research to find out where the 100 or the hour-long clip is. So you can get full context.
Yes.
You understand? It's very important. In times like this, it's important that we all take our time before we rush into something that's going to start something that none of us are going to be able to put back in the box. I put my hands up. I've already said this. Ahmed Ali, now you've taught me a lesson. The one lesson you taught me is stay on your principles. Don't go low to where someone else is just because they're doing it. Which is what I was trying to do. He called me a bitch. I tried to go lower and call his mum a bitch. Yeah. So I can take back that statement about his mum. I don't know his mum. I have no disrespect towards his mum. But anything else with Ahmed Ali still stands. He's a spiteful, vindictive, manipulative little man. Yeah. And he's a hypocrite. And he's a big hypocrite. Yeah. And when he talks about other people's mums, they don't punch him. Muslims, they don't, and Muslims that I respect. Muslims that are respected by most people here, they don't punch, they don't resort to violence. They may have lost their temper once or twice shouting or whatever, they don't resort to violence. And these are the ones that I find are respected by most Muslims here. You understand? So whose behavior are we trying to emulate? We shouldn't really be giving this guy power. And I did try to save you, Ahmed Ali. I did try to save you. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, there's not more I can really talk about. Do you know what I mean? It's just
fight.
It's just a joke thing.
Fight between two people and done. That's it.
It's just a joke thing, man. Like, unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are going to be coming down here looking for violence.
Yeah.
Probably on both sides. And that's a sad affair. I personally made sure I didn't ask anybody to come down here, defend me, meet me, nothing. I came here on my own, and I was happy to see some brothers. You get me? And some family here. And sisters. I was happy to be greeted by Muslims, atheists, Christians, blacks, whites, wherever. This is how I am.
Yes.
So as much as you want to create, because there's something about I'm a black separatist.
This is what they're trying to do.
You feel free, but yeah, I'm kind of done talking, but I don't mind engaging in conversation with you guys.
Can I just mention that, you know, Jedi's been accused of being an Islamophobe and stuff like this, and he's been held accountable for other people's actions. When you look at Mohammed Hijab, he's challenged 5 different black men to a fight in this park, and accused them of being Islamophobes. There's a white man that criticizes Islam just as much, but he's never challenged them to a fight. So this Negrophobia, the fear of the big black man, needs to be checked. Mohammed Hijab is an African, first and foremost, You know, he says he's a Muslim first. There's no passport that says Muslim first. You'll never get out of any border with saying you're Muslim first. So we're in the 21st century, He needs to understand that this Negrophobia that he's showing needs to be checked, He is causing division between his other African brothers and sisters. When the Libya thing happened, and the Arab North Africa was enslaving Africans, black Africans in particular, whether they were Muslim or whether they were not, Mohammed Hijab as an African had nothing to say.
His first response was "It's not my problem."
It was only these.
Am I right? Am I long? Am I lying?
That came.
His first response was "That's not my problem," which is cool. It ain't his problem, but it is whatever, man.
Because Egyptians, he's an Egyptian. His people were also being enslaved in Libya. He did not even stand up for his own Egyptian brother.
I just want to ask I wonder if anyone thinks that the same response would have happened if I was an Arab man.
No.
Well, clearly didn't, because Uncle Omar done the same thing.
No, because no one talked about Uncle Omar.
If I was an Arab man, do you think I would get the same response?